Balmores. Good morning, Sir Creditors. Good morning, Sir Sam. Good morning, visitors. Mabuhay!
Okay, thank you very much. You can take your seats now. So, where is our class secretary? Please raise your hand. Class secretary. Okay. So, are we all in? Do we have any absentees today?
Yes po.
Okay, so we have 2 absentees today. Okay, so this morning we're going to work on a new chapter, which is found in your textbook. This is lesson 14, that is also found in chapter 14. So it's entitled Chemical Reactions Equating Reactants and Products. So today, we will be witnessing Sir Sam to perform some quick lab activities in order for us to see some evidences of chemical reactions. Okay, so the most essential learning competencies we're going to take up this week for this lesson is to apply the principles of conservation of mass to chemical reactions. So we will discover how chemical reactions, we believe that in the law of conservation of mass and energy, there's nothing is lost. We cannot create energy, we cannot create matter, but all the matters since the beginning are just the same. So yung tinatawag natin na conservation of mass during chemical reaction. Okay, of course, as we take up these lessons, we also going to practice the skills of decision making. So as we go on with this, I believe and I hope that all of us will practice also the decision-making skills so that when you get older in the future, you will have less problem and you will be avoiding wasting of time. Okay, and then as I've been telling you since the beginning, the most important part of our lesson is the eternal values. Okay, we can forget all the lessons or the content of the lessons we are taking in this class, but we should not forget that the most essential thing for us to learn here are the eternal values. So the eternal values that we're going to inject here, one more please, sir, is with regards to the law of God. Okay, we in the conservation of mass and energy, we have principles to follow. Okay, so the law of God is the best principle also for us to follow because that is the will of God, and that is how we can be guided as Christians as we go in our daily Christian living. Okay, so to start with, let us unlock some of these terms, difficult terms, so that we could be able to understand as you go on with your reading assignment next time. Okay, so we proceed now to the eyepieces. Okay, so let us try to unlock some of the terms that we need to understand before we take up this chapter. Okay, so the first one here. Okay, so just raise your hand if you would like to answer. Wait lang. Okay. So may I request you, would you please read the first item here? Make it loud and clear.
It involves breaking chemical bonds between reactant molecules or particles and forming new bonds between atoms in product particles.
Okay, anyone would like to answer the challenge question? You also?
Sure.
So yung ating yung ating wheel of names.
Wheel of names.
Yay! Pero kung may mag-volunteer, we're not going to use the wheel of names anymore. We need other participation. It doesn't matter if your answer is wrong because this is only pre-test. It means to say, I don't expect you to have the correct answer. What matter is, at least we will be, I will know, I can evaluate how far have you learned already about that topic. Okay? So, please, sir.
One.
Yung arrows. Okay. Balik tayo sa option. Balik tayo sa option. Close lang, sir. Balik sa option. Sample lang yan. Okay. Few options. So, Chrysler, you are the most blessed this morning to answer the first item here. Yeah. Is it A? Sir, you question. I ask it. So what is your answer? A, B, C, or D? That's the question though, sir.
My question, yes.
So it involves chemical bonds between reactants, meron siyang reactants, and the product. Option, sir.
Options.
Is it A, chemical reactions, B, precipitate, C, concentration, and D, stoichiometry? A. I think congratulations, please, sir.
Wow! I know that.
Let's give a hand applause, sir. So very good. Okay, next. So next, volunteer na lang tayo, ha? Okay, next question, because we are running out of time. So it make use of chemical formula and symbols to represent chemical reactions. Option, sir? May I call on this row? Anyone from here? Is the chemical reactions A, B, chemical equations, C, concentration, D, stoichiometry? And any answer will do. A, B, C, or D. Okay, so please, sir. Congratulations. Very good. Okay, next question. Oh, as if you know already all about our topic, so I'm so happy for that. Okay, number 3. So they are the starting materials in the reactions that undergo a chemical change to form a product. Hindi magpo-form ng product yung chemical reactions without that. Okay, so, option, sir? Yeah, this row from here. George. Chloe, okay. Okay, letter B, letter C. D, as in dog.
Yay!
Yeah! Let's give a hand in that group. Okay, next, sir.
Soluble.
They are insoluble solids that emerge from a liquid solution. Okay, so options, sir, are they chemical reactions, chemical equations, precipitate, reactants? Volunteers yan, please stand.
C, precipitate.
C, precipitate. Let us see. Yeah! Congratulations. Parang hindi na ako magtuturo, alam na pala lahat eh. But anyway, so we will learn more about this once we go on with our lessons. Okay? Next, sir.
Slide.
What number now?
5.
5. Okay, siguro nga dito lang tayo. Okay, so it occurs when one reactants break down into 2 or more products. Okay, ano kaya yun? Volunteer? Yes? Angel. Are you surprised? You can just have any answers. That A, back to the question. It occurs when one reactant breaks down into 2 or more products. Option. Is D.
Boy or dog?
Boy. It's decomposition reaction now. Let's see.
Wow!
Another wow! Nako, talagang I'm so happy. Siguro marami kayong mga magagandang lessons sa inyong mga previous science. Okay, so let us go now. Let's proceed to the next. Ako, hindi na po yan. Let's proceed. Parang hindi naman sila masyadong, they don't find it something like difficult yung mga terms. Okay, so next, balik tayo sa ating PowerPoint. So after that, next. Yes. Ay, tatabi ka na. Hindi naman nakikita yung instruction. Pwede mo ilipat yan dito. Yan, okay. So this time, part of our pre-test is for us to analyze. I have here pictures of chemical reactions that is going on in our environment. Maybe you have experienced that already. So you just give me any evidences. Kasi before we can say that it's a chemical reactions going, there's a chemical reactions going on. If we can see these evidences like evolution of gas, change in color, formation of precipitate, and change in temperature and odor. Later on, Sir Sam, we're going to have a quick demo about those kind of reactions. Okay, so the first picture is an apples. Ano kaya nakikita yun dyan? Any other hands, please?
It's color
Samuel?
green.
Samuel? What do you think is the evidence of chemical reaction here? Ano yung options natin? Can you see evolution of gas, change in color, formation of precipitate, change in temperature or odor? Please stand.
Change in color.
Okay, very good. Di ba nakita niyo yung apple pagka brown siya, no? So that is a sign of a chemical reaction. Next picture, please. Yes, okay. So, yan. What do you think is the evidence you can see on this picture? Picture lang ito, may apple tayo. Okay, may I call a signal? And, anong evidence na kita mo dito ng chemical reactions?
Change in temperature and water.
Okay, so that's a very good idea. I like that. Okay. Siyempre, minsan naamoy ko siya, no? Tapos meron change in temperature din niya. Okay. And then, next, sir. Pero pag nakita niyo yung mga usok-usok doon, ibig sabihin merong evolution of gas. Something like that. Okay. Oh, ito, next picture, kinalawang yung kable. Okay, so, shall we call on Cielo? What do you think is the evidence we can have here on this? Change in color, pwede rin. Okay, so, pero hindi lang natin nakikita, pero sometimes, meron din yung, kung makikita lang natin yung ating, din natin maigi, meron din yung mga evolution of gas, siyempre, and so on. Okay? Then, next, sir. Okay na naman tayo. Balloon. Meron tayong fresh egg na sa kabila, tapos yung isa, medyo rotten na siya. So what do you think is the EA? EA? Balot.
Pepper and
Piston. Piston.
change in color and odor.
Very good. Okay, so sama-sama na yon. Okay, in that picture. Okay? So, there's now, yeah, ito. There's a clean or a colorless solution, and then when you drop something, when you drop a chemical, and then nagkakaroon siya ng cloudiness. So ano kayang evidence yun? Yes, Shepherds? Are you saying something? Yeah, please stand.
Formation of precipitate.
Yeah, formation of precipitate. You understand what is a precipitate?
Yes.
Okay, so next. Okay, siguro magbubula tayo sa next turn na, na activity natin. Ano yung next? Continue po. Okay, continue. Okay, so magpo-proceed na tayo dito sa... Sige, second. Okay, so before that, before we proceed on this part of our lesson for today, Sir Sam, we're going to demonstrate to us in our quick lab some of these chemical reactions, and then you have to tell me what are the evidences that you have observed. Okay, we'll just have it here. Ma'am Erica, maybe you can also assist. We would like to thank our teacher intern Sam for assisting in our class today. Ma'am Erica and Ma'am Sir Sam. Okay. So the first,
First style. So I'm going to put on my gloves. However, I think this gloves will. You just make it. I hope the gloves don't break. It's a medium size. So let me demonstrate a few colors. Chemical reactions.
okay, it's okay.
So what I have here are a bunch of, I have isopropyl alcohol, I have prothionine blue, And
Isopropyl alcohol, brotyl blue, and a beaker.
And distilled water.
Distilled water. Okay,
And we
please
have
watch,
this thing
watch and learn.
potassium carbonate.
Potassium carbonate is a substance that we can get it from our laboratory.
So I have my graduated cylinder.
Yeah, graduated cylinder.
So what we're going to do right now is we're going to combine isopropyl alcohol and water into equal volumes. In this case, we're going to use 10 ml. Not 10. Wow! No graduates.
Oh, that's some kind of
That's
some science, ano? Some kind of experimentation.
second, guys. Appreciate it.
Yung pinapakain sa bata, di ba? Salamat ako.
Sige ba? So this, we're going to discard this stuff. So we don't contaminate. Ah, sir. Yes,
Okay, please observe also the safety measures that we are doing when we do our quick lab. Be sure you're wearing your goggles, wear your laboratory gown, the gloves, and of course when you transfer liquid from one container to the other, we use the medicine dropper for a small amount of liquid. Okay?
Wow! Sabog. No! Was referencing Mr. White kanina.
Yes! Yeah, Mr. White.
Someone's watching ano ha? Breaking Bad.
You're breaking bad.
Let's mix this. Don't worry, it's just alcohol and water.
Then baka...
And then,
Sumabog na.
drop.
Lahat.
Brotyl
Brotyl
blue. What color do you think it's gonna turn into?
Pink.
Purple.
Red.
Blue.
Red.
Yellow.
Purple.
Pink.
Red.
Wow!
Sabi sa inyo
Ay, ganyan yung masito.
Okay, so for this quick lab, okay na sir. For this quick lab, so what do you think is the evidence that you have observed with regards to the camera? Please raise your hand, if you want to say something. Yes, yung si Miss Martin. Change in color is a sign, is an evidence of chemical reaction. Okay, thank you very much, sir. So we move now. As you can see here in our PowerPoint presentation, how many minutes more to go? Okay, so an example here is a decomposition of red mercuric oxide. Before we're doing it in laboratory, but now it is already prohibited to do that in class because of health issues. Marami kasi mga health issues dyan when you do that in the laboratory. Okay, dati ginagawa namin, hindi pa kasi namin masyadong alam natin. Okay, so as you can see it here, mercuric oxide turns black and releases oxygen into the balloon, as you can see in the picture. So mercury begins to collect all the sides. Ano nangyari na dito? Okay. Now, did you know that this word equation ang tawag natin dito, we can turn it into chemical equations. Okay, so, next slide please, sir. Yeah, okay, so what is the symbol for mercury? Hg, capital H, small g. How about oxygen? Okay, so we now have this Hg. And what does the small s represent? What state of matter is that? Solid. Okay, and then plus this triangle. Do you know what is the symbol of triangle during the chemical equations? A heat is applied. Okay, and then it yielded into, it separated the mercury, which is now in liquid form, plus oxygen gas, oxygen which is in form of gas. So that is now the chemical equations. Okay, yung kanina word equation, now we transform it into chemical equations. And now, our main lesson for this week is something like, we need to prove whether this conservation of mass is being observed during chemical reactions. Okay, as we can see it here, how many atoms of hydrogen we have here on the reactant side? By the way, this is the reactant side, and that is the product side. In this equation, how many atom of hydrogen is here, found here? 1. Yes. How about oxygen? 1 also. Okay, isa lang siya, di ba? Kapag may subscript, okay. How about on the other side, how many mercury? 1. How about oxygen? 2. Are they balanced? It seems to be that parang nag-add siya. Okay, but it's not against, it is against the law of conservation of mass. Dapat parehas lang sila. Okay, next slide, sir. Okay, so let us do it by doing the balancing of equations by inspection. Okay, so what we're going to do, we have here a number, as you can see the underlined number here, this is what we call the coefficient, and then also the coefficient. So, kanina, 1 lang yung hydrogen, gawin natin siyang 2. So, we can make hydrogen 2 by putting a coefficient here which is 2. Okay? So, ilang hydrogen na meron na tayo sa reactant side? 2. Oxygen, pagka nilagyan mo dito ng 2, magiging 2 na silang 2. The same na yung coefficient. Okay? Multiplier ang tawag natin dito. Okay, so 2 oxygen now. So parehas sila, no? How about on the other side? Isa lang kanina din ng hydrogen, so we put also 2 as coefficient multiplier natin. So ilang hydrogen meron na tayo dito? 2. And how many oxygen? 2. Meron bang nawala? Yeah. So that is one principle that we can learn, that during chemical reactions, we can observe the conservation of mass and also energy. Okay? So next slide, sir. Yes, these are some of the symbols that we need to consider when we do our chemical equations. So the small s representing what? The small l, the g, the aq, aqueous, which means to say it's submerged in water. Okay? And then we also have the down arrow and the up arrow, which means gas is released, yeah, and so on. If you can see that in the chemical equations, so those are the meaning of those. Yung triangle nga, may meaning nun? Okay.
Ma'am, meron ka lang hydrochloric acid. Hydrochloric acid. Sir, meron. Meron po.
So at this time, another then, nakalimutan kasi yung sama din. So we will do another chemical reaction here, and then please predict, please tell us the evidences that we have, that you have observed. Mas maganda sana dito.
Magnesium in HCl, sir?
Kasi mag-HCl. Use the... No, maybe you can use it to make it faster.
Oh, this one.
Yeah. Make it faster. So, tawag natin yan is glass funnel. Oh. So, bakit na ganun, sir? There are some chemicals?
Yes.
Sorry for that. Okay. And then, oh, doon pa lang, may nakita na kayo. It's also another chemical reaction. What's the evidence? What evidence have you observed? Evolution of gas. Okay. Ibig sabihin, during that time, meron nag-gas na release. Okay. Cut a little bit of the magnesium ribbon. Metal to, ha. Itutunaw natin yung metal sa acid.
So, lalagay ko dito, sir. Tumayo ka.
Metal yan, kaya yan. So, ilalagay dito.
Sir, dito na lang.
Ayan, sige. Ano ba yan?
This is HCl.
Sige, go.
Okay na, sir.
Mas maganda sana kung... Sige na, okay. So, evolution of... Somebody will come here and touch this side. Yeah, Chrysler. Tignan natin kung merong change in temperature.
Touch lang, sir. Touch.
Boy, itats mo lang. Konti lang ha. Baka makapasok ka sa migaw ka ha. Ayan. Aray! Boom! Ano, mainit ba malamig?
Hindi, sir.
Ha?
Hindi mo naman sinabi.
Kapain mo kasi.
Okay. So there's also a change in ayong amoy. Pag kaya mag-aamoy ka ng chemical reactions, kayo lang ha. So sila hindi nyo lang nakita parang anong ginagawa. Dapat ganun ganun. So meron siyang humiba rin yung amoy niya. So there's also a change in odor. So yun yung mga quick lab that we need to observe so they can observe it. Yung ano, sabihin, you can observe the actual chemical reaction that is going on around us. Sir, next. Okay. By the way, before I will end, you know, from these lessons that we have, there are lots of spiritual lessons we can learn. Okay, we only, with regards to the evidences of chemical reactions, for us Christians, whatever religion you have, be sure that people around you can see the evidences that you are really living a life that is in a Christian way. Okay? So that is one spiritual lesson we can learn. If, for example, for those Seventh-day Adventists, you always say you are a Seventh-day Adventist, but the way you talk, the way you deal with people, it doesn't show. So it is just like chemical evidences we can observe during chemical reactions. Okay? So that's only one sharing. Now, so alam niyo na ha, we have here some unbalanced equations, okay? So, let us try to answer them if we were able to apply yung kanina. So, number 1. Okay, so I will help you. So, how many chromium we have here?
1.
Here? 2. So, hindi sa balance. Okay? So, ano dapat ilalagay natin dito as multiplier? 2. Pwede, no? Okay, how many oxygen we have here? 2. Here? 3. Paano yun? So, kung lalagyan mo ito ng 2 ang chromium dito, 2 din, pero magiging 6 yung oxygen. So, any number? Parang mali yung ano dito, yung 2 as multiplier. Ano dapat? 3. Ay, okay lang pala. 2. Oh, tama siguro yung 2. Paano magiging 6 yung... Kasi dito ang hydrogen na ang oxygen natin ito, 6. Anong multiplier pwede natin ilagay dito? 3. So, 2, 3. Okay na yan? Balance naman siya. Then dito ay... Okay na yan siya. Ay, yan. 3.
Ayan guys.
Okay. Okay, so let's see. Pakita mo yung answer. 4, 3, and 2. Okay, hindi siya 2. Dapat ay 4, 3, and 2. Next. Balik-balik siya. So makita natin dyan, during chemical reactions, the elements involved, walang nawawala. So there's a conservation of life. Okay, number 2. How many copper here?
2.
How many oxygen? 2. Bakit walang sulfur? Parang may mali yata ito yung equations. So, kailan dapat kasi nagkaroon ng sulfur dito. So, dito na lang tayo sa next. So, how many magnesium here?
1.
How many oxygen?
1.
How many iron?
1.
Okay, dito 2, 3. Okay. So, sino magbibigay sa atin ng coefficients that we can put as multiplier para mabalance sila? Anyone? Okay, so any good guess here? 1. Ano yung coefficient mo? Hubert? 1? Kasi pag naglagay ng 1 dito, kasi ang oxygen dito is 3. Hindi siya balance. Okay, so I hope you have learned something with our lesson today, and I'm so happy that you are here. And then always remember, as evidences in chemical reactions we can observe in our daily life, let us always remember also to show evidences in our life that we are Christians, or we are following the will of God, because that is the one way for the people around us to glorify Him, not us. Okay? So thank you very much, and God bless.
Let's go.
Thank you, Ma'am.
Hello, sir. Congratulations. I enjoy watching your balancing equation of different chemical reactions.
Thank you very much, ma'am. God bless po. Say thank you to our accreditors.
Thank you, creditors.
God bless.
Sige. Ano? Kasama siya dyan.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Dami pa.
Congratulations, guys.
Hi, ma'am. Hi.
Hindi na.
Ay, hindi niya ka-video.
Order na lang ako. Ka-video?
Dar, mag-hello ka, mag-hello ka.
Order, hello ka.
Sige, sa akin.
Sino ba puputay natin?
Mag-hello ka dyan.
Hi, guys.
Hi, vlog.
Hi.
Hi! Ayun, Diyos ko.
Like, share, and subscribe.
Uy, karap mo sa mukha mo.
Hi.
Bye, Polaris!